All right, guys. We are talking about the Punisher, but not just the Punisher character, but actually a video game type style for the Punisher. Now, I know back in the old days when we had the original generation consoles like the Xbox and PlayStation 2, we did have a game back then, but in this subject, I'm going to be talking about that game and if it should be remaked, and if it should, what company should remake it, and if there should be a new one, and what would be my picks as far as companies go, as far as who I think should actually develop this game, and give pros and cons why I think about this company, and you'll see a handful that I believe have a little bit more cons than pros, but there's two companies that are also tied, and it would be a very hard decision to decide who for that, because they both have great talent and stuff like that. Maybe they should just join together and take their forces all at once at this game, because the Punisher is definitely a big Marvel character, and he's done really well with his new Netflix special. But now we're going to get into the Punisher game that was by THQ, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I think they should actually bring back in here if they do it. And I know, yeah, Marvel is owned by Disney for it, but I think they should just look over it and let them do it. Here's one of the kills. I think they should bring that back. Here's another one. This is just graphic right here. And here comes my favorite. Yeah, I remember doing that all the time. It was definitely one of my favorite. So I do feel that they should bring this back in and have a franchise, maybe even remake this one. We're getting ready to get to one of the companies that not as remake, but if they made a new game for it, and that is Rocksteady with Warner Brothers. The pros to it is they have done a superhero game before, Batman, who has almost the same premises as the Punisher. He lost people that he cared about and chose to go on a vengeance rampage. Batman handled it a different way. He doesn't like to kill people. But I don't think Rocksteady is willing to step away from the DC and Warner Brothers. So they're the least one that I think would do it because of that reason. And the next company is the one that I actually think should do the remake, and that would be I think this is Square Enix. They did the Hitman game really well. And I think that the way they handle this game, with it being kind of like story-based, I think that would definitely fit well for the THQ game that was back in the past. And I would actually like to see them remake it for them. They do have a big name and a lot of good properties, and this is definitely one of the games that are really fun by them. Now, here comes one of the other companies that I think would be good. Oh, you see it. Do you really see who I got? Konami. Now, yes, I know Kojima isn't part of Konami anymore. And as far as I could tell, Metal Gear Survive was awful. But they do have the rights to the technology on how it is used. Now, if Kojima can use that same technology, then I would go with him. But I think they should be the ones to actually maybe consider making a new Punisher game in the style of this version of Metal Gear, because it was really done well. And I think a Punisher game would be excellent. But here's the one that I actually think would fit even better. And that is Hangar 13 and 2K. They did Mafia 3. And if anything, if you actually slapped a Punisher costume on him, it would pretty much be the same type game. You would have to add a few extra executions and a few new things in there, like the original game, but I think they would actually be the team that I would more be willing to actually see them handle it and take it on to a new generation of folks. But as always said, leave a comment down below what you think. Always remember to hit that like button and hit the notification button with the little ding-a-ling bell so I can always know when you're here to watch the videos. I'll see you guys next time.